All right, so D23 started yesterday, which I knew about and yet managed to forget at the time. And so while I was sleeping, we got a lot of goodies. And I'm going to take this show by show as opposed to one huge video just for Star Wars, one huge video for Marvel, because otherwise things would get very unruly very quickly. So let us start with Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew released a trailer, and it really has a Goonies vibe to it. I love that movie, so I'm so excited about this show. And there's plenty of mystery, which, again, that's Goonies. There was a mystery. It wasn't a kiddie show. It, like Dave Filoni or John Watts, one of them mentioned, it is a show about kids, but it isn't necessarily a show for kids. So, but someone did mention that Clone Wars was a kids show, which I can only assume they think it is because it's animation, and some people seem to think that cartoons equals kids, which not necessarily the case. Hell, comic books aren't necessarily just for kids. There is such a thing as adult comics. But so there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs. And yes, this is my work up to actually showing the trailer, which I will do. I just want to give plenty of time, and hopefully I won't get any scary messages on YouTube. So there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs. Apparently there's going to be Easter eggs from the original trilogy about their tech, which that'll be fun. Let's see. I think that's all I have on that. So let's see, alright, where is that quote? Because that's annoying. Okay, they like to say it's as much for kids as Clone Wars, and I'm like, this is Dave Filoni, and I'm like, well, we cut people's heads off in Clone Wars, so I'm not sure if that's the measurement you're looking for. He says, Star Wars is for kids anyway. We're all big kids. I loved it since I was a kid, and I'm still gonna love it when I'm much older. And that seems to be the thing that a lot of people don't understand. This is a show for kids. Have kids changed since the 70s? Absolutely. Have all kids changed? No. And there are still some adults who like the kitty, really, really kitty stuff. There's plenty of adults who like Power Rangers. So, yeah, there are people who like cheesy, really kiddie stuff. There are kids who like that. There are kids who like more grown-up stuff. Let's not assume that just because it's labeled for kids that because kids are different than they were in the 70s, that the shows should never be as kiddified as some shows turned out to be. All right. Let me see if there's anything else here. All right, so let's get to the cast. All right. So the show will debut on December 3rd, and I believe they're doing 2 episodes that day. So the kids are played by Ravi Cabot-Conyers, Kiriana Crater, Robert Timothy Smith, and Ryan Kira Armstrong. And unfortunately, none of the articles I saw actually said who any of these characters are playing. I mean, who any of these actors are playing. Okay, it's way too early in the morning, apparently. Who make a strange discovery on their planet that they believe is a lost Jedi temple, but instead appears to be a crashed spaceship. The kids get lost in the galaxy and find themselves on an adventure where they encounter Law's character, Jadna Nawad, a mysterious figure who can command the Force, but may not be all he appears. So, without further ado, let me go to the trailer. All right. So let me turn you around. Probably should have done this before you got scared off by seeing a really big close-up of me. Oops.
Tomorrow's test will set the course of your entire future.
Don't you ever want to do anything exciting? Like what? What if we could go anywhere we want in the whole galaxy? A real adventure. No more pretend. I found something buried in the woods. What do you think it is? I think it's a lost Jedi temple. Be careful where you step. We're lost. Really lost.
It is dangerous out there in space. Trust no one.
You're a Jedi.
All right. So, as you can see, Jude Law just makes a brief appearance in this trailer. And I just find it interesting. These are supposed to be 10-year-olds, and they know how to fly a ship. They know how to fire off guns. Now, granted, in our world, there are 10-year-olds who know how to shoot, too, so that's not completely out of the ordinary, but it just seems very interesting how these children are being raised. That they know how to fly a ship. A spaceship. Not just, flying around on one planet. They can do interstellar travel. So yeah, this is going to be a cute, fun show, and I expect that a bunch of adults with thistles up their ass are going to find a problem with it because it's a show for kids. Which is sad because, seriously, get a life, enjoy the show, or don't. Just don't ruin it for everybody else. That is my concern because that is the direction that we're going with fandom. Is that people who are toxic and whose lives suck have to, complain about a show because they don't like it. As if all shows have to be exactly what they want. Because, let's face it, everyone likes different genres, they like different concepts. I mean, I think this is interesting. These kids are meeting up with Jude Law, and we've seen Behind the behind the scenes stills of the kids with Jude Law. And they obviously decide to trust him because they think he's a Jedi. Now, whether he is a Jedi or not is yet to be seen. Because if you've watched all the TV shows, you don't even have to have read the comics, the novels, done the Legos, whatever else it is, the video games, whatever else there is, to know that not all Force users are Jedi. But the kids, well, they're kids, so obviously they don't have that nuance yet. So, is he a Jedi? Is he just a Force user who happens to be good? Is he a dark Jedi? Only time will tell. Or, who knows? It could be that he's one of those rogues with a heart of gold type character. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm excited about this show. It looks, like I said, looks cute. It gives me Goonie vibes. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. And let me see if there's anything else I wanted to mention about this. It looks like they've already gotten themselves into trouble. Not just because they're lost, but just the fact that the bad guys are telling them, you need to be careful who you trust. You need to be careful out here. This place is dangerous. Which implies to me that they're the ones who are the danger. And they're basically telling the kids, yeah, you might want to be afraid of us. Or maybe they happen to just be giving out words of wisdom to the kids. And that it's implying, because they said that right before the cut to Jude Law, that he's the one that they actually should not be trusting. So yeah, I guess they get lost in a different galaxy. That seems to be what this trailer is implying, that they're lost in another galaxy, because one of the kids said, we're lost, we're really lost. So I assume it's another galaxy. Obviously not the galaxy from Ahsoka where Peridia is, because it was implied in Ahsoka that, Ahsoka actually is the only Jedi there. That this was inhabited by Dark Force users. So, doesn't seem like that is the same as this galaxy. Or maybe it is, because I've heard rumors that they're the ones who are going to take Ahsoka and oh man, I'm blanking on her Padawan's name, back to our galaxy, or their galaxy, because, well, obviously Earth is not a thing in this world, in this universe. Man, talking is hard for me today. Well, wording, anyway. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't believe I have anything else for this trailer. I thought that one of the articles had a synopsis, but let me see if I can find the synopsis. Okay, so All it says is it follows the journey of 4 kids who make a mysterious discovery on their seemingly safe home planet, then get lost in a strange and dangerous galaxy. So yeah, that basically is what the trailer showed. So yeah, I believe that's all I have for this trailer. The next one I'm going to tackle is Andor. So, like I said, I had initially intended to do all Star Wars in one video and then all Marvel. But then I decided it would probably get to be too freaking long because there's a lot to get through. So, yeah. With that, I will see you guys in the next video.